Now that the milk has entered the vat pasteurizer, Don's going to explain that process.
What happens is the milk now is in these vat pasteurizers. These vat pasteurizers are something that was done again back in the 50s when plants were smaller before the big industrial bottling plants. And what happens here is the milk is pasteurized at 145 degrees for a half an hour, as opposed to the industry. What they do is they will flash pasteurize milk for only a few seconds at a much higher temperature, which of course takes a lot of the flavor out of the product. It really changes it quite a bit. So this is the best way you can possibly do milk for the best flavor and the best wholesomeness of milk. Years ago, the homogenizer wasn't used, and you'd have cream at the top of your milk, and that's what people used to scoop off with a spoon years ago. But people now don't understand if there's cream on the top, they think there's something wrong with the milk. So this homogenizer will put the fat globules in with the rest of the milk so it doesn't separate.
Okay, Don, what is this step that we're looking at here?
What we have here is the plate cooler. So what's happened is, of course, you remember the milk's at 145 degrees, and of course that is killing any kind of bacteria that heat will kill. But on the other end of the spectrum, there are bacteria that like heat. So now we're going to hit them with cold. So what happens here is this milk comes through this first section of the plate cooler.
Here's a close-up view of the plates Don was describing that are involved in the plate cooling part of this process.
And then after the well water has cooled the milk down as it's flowing through here, then outside we have an ice maker. The water is running through ice and coming in here into the second section of this plate cooler. So the milk is cooled down somewhat from the well water and then really cooled down after it's sandwiched with the ice water. So when it comes through here now, it's down to 33, 34 degrees. So you see we've accomplished killing bacteria or anything else with heat, and we've also killed it with cold. So now we have a product that's really ready to bottle.
So we're getting much closer to the actual bottling, and we're at another holding tank here.
Yeah, this is a tank here, we're a surge tank that we're holding our finished product in, waiting to be bottled. So it's going to flow in here and keep cool, and then from here we're going to be able to pump it right up here, and this is where it's actually being bottled.
Well, Don, we are standing beside the capper, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this functions.
All right. Terry, how this works is the caps are put in here, and this is like an elevator where if the caps are not right side up to be coming down the chute to be bottled, the weight of them flips them back here until they start going up the right way. So it's quite an ingenious contraption.
Now the bottles will enter along this conveyor belt.
Of course, the bottles are coming down the conveyor. They're being filled here. The caps are coming down through this chute, capping the bottles, and then as they come around here, the date coder is putting the sell date on, but it's also putting the date that the milk was processed, something that we don't see others doing, but I think it's a nice feature there Arethusa has decided to do.